Welcome to day 23 of Quotes by Source. I'm Ishani, and in this series, I'm sharing different quotes that I come across, that I sit and contemplate, or just meditate, or sometimes I even download these directly from my connection to Source. Now it is day 23. I have been MIA for the last 5 days. I told you that it's going to be a regular series, but there's something unexpected that happened, and I had to travel for that. So it just became a little too much for me. And every time I commit to something, I really commit to it. But then that something that happened really, it brought up a lot of things. So I'm fine. Everything is fine. It's just that I had to deal with it, and I had to find time for myself. So I took those 5 days and I'm back with actually five things that I want to share, five codes, five messages, five beliefs, you might say, that I want to share with you, which will help you probably in how you want to live your life as well, or how you want to feel. I'm no one to say that this is how you need to live your life or this is how you should live your life. Definitely not. And anytime I say that, please tell me in the comments that this is not Ishani, this is somebody else. Please know that. Okay, that probably would be an AI or somebody else trying to uh, mimic me or imitate me. That would probably be some AI or something. But anyway, so I want to share these five codes, and these are some things that I really passionately believe in. When I started to figure out and live by these rules, a lot of things shifted in my life. So much so that I am deeply in love with life. Whatever is happening, I still feel life is magical, life is beautiful. So I want to share these with you. So, number one, the first one is life is meant to be lived playfully, not hanging tightly to everything that has happened to you. And I know that we live in a world where a lot of difficult things have happened. Like, I am yet to meet somebody who's not had something difficult happen to them. So, as an adult, know that even if it does not feel the same, someone or the other person, whoever you're talking to, everybody has gone through something or the other which was supremely difficult, which maybe they thought that I won't be able to survive this, and yet we all do. So instead of letting our past dictate us, letting that difficult thing or many difficult things define us, allow yourself to look at life in a playful way. Because I'm sure that you might have had instances where you realize that there is no control. There is literally no control that you have on life. So why do we want to control life? Why do we want to hang on to it so tightly? Let yourself let go of the control. Let yourself look at life in a playful manner. You are sometimes the puppet. You are sometimes the one who is actually ensuring the play is happening, and sometimes you are the play, sometimes you are the player. So it's all a divine play. Let yourself live life thinking, believing that it's all a play. And can I also act playfully towards life? Of course, feel your feelings. Of course, you're going to go through difficult times, and then it might not happen that it might not feel correct in that time, at that time, to feel like it's all a play and I need to be playful about it. But if you lead with life in a playful manner, you'll realize even handling those difficult things can actually become more, or it can actually become easier. So that is the number first thing that I want to tell you, that life is actually meant to be lived playfully. We really do not have a lot of control over what happens in life. We might think we have, but we don't really have. So instead, can I look at my life in a way that allows me to be playful with it? Can I also embody this playfulness energy in my life, where I get curious with life, I get curious with instances, I get curious with myself, and let life be a beautiful play where I'm also playing. Not playing from the sidelines so that I become a side character of my own play, but let me play the game of life, understand the rules of life, and just enjoy it. Enjoy. The second concept that I want to share is about the more you surrender, the more you enjoy life. It ties beautifully with what I've said till now, which is about looking at life in a playful manner and letting the control go away. And when you do that, when you surrender, it does not mean that you're giving up. It means that you're saying, let you, you meaning God, source, universe, whatever you believe in, be in charge of how this game is supposed to be played. Because God, source, universe is controlling the game. They have given us free will, and that's why we suffer so much, because we think that we have control because of our free will, and we keep going from here to there. But it's all a divine play, and the more we allow ourselves to surrender and let God, source, universe, mother nature, whatever you call it, let God be in charge, we can enjoy life even more. It does not mean we stop taking action. It does not mean we don't take responsibility. It is actually the opposite. We're saying that I did what I did, knowing what I knew, but now I want to live a more intentional life. I want to be living in divine union with my source, universe, creator, that I know will give me more fulfillment. Because even if people have achieved a lot of material success, they feel empty inside, because that has not been connected to the one true thing, energy in the world, which is of God, source, universe. Right? So when we connect, when we surrender, even those material desires that we have will get fulfilled first, because so important. We came on this earth to live a human life which requires certain things, and we are here to fulfill all those desires. Otherwise we would have been super happy in our spiritual realm. So when you even when you surrender those desires to God, source, universe, you know they get fulfilled in a beautiful, playful way, and you can enjoy the life even more, knowing that you are not desperate for the thing, for those things to happen. You are knowing that you don't have any control over how they will happen. You just know that you need to keep surrendering in order for you to actually enjoy those things. Because when you have this false sense of control, you are so detached to your true self, and then you cannot even enjoy the things that you are receiving. And receiving is also a beautiful energy which you cannot fully comprehend, feel, when you are again detached from your soul. So the more you surrender, the more you enjoy life, or anything that you desire in because then the moment you surrender, it really comes to you. There's nothing wrong with desiring something, but desiring something with pure joy is different than desiring it out of desperation. And desperate energy always brings us remorse, guilt, shame. Desires are meant to be, again, playful. Desires are meant to bring us more joy. So, when you surrender, you enjoy those desires, you enjoy life, you enjoy yourself, you enjoy what this human world has to offer us. Now, the third quote that I want to share with you is, curiosity to be closer to God brings you closer to God. than any scripture. And I speak a lot about God, source, universe. It I'm not defining God, source, universe, because who am I to define God? Like, God is limitless. But we have had so many scriptures, and there are people who've been shamed when they don't follow something. They're shamed by their religious communities. If you're not curious about God, but you're just concerned with pleasing my religious community, and I can only belong there, I can feel safe there just when I'm participating in the scriptures or in the customs and traditions, that will make you disconnect with yourself. And you cannot connect with God when you're disconnected from yourself. That is like, we are all representations of God, and we have a direct channel, direct connection to source. So your curiosity to understanding God will always make you feel closer to God, will actually make you understand, will actually make you feel God than any scripture. Of course, scriptures can help to understand the how, but if you don't have a clear why on why do you want to even connect to God, the scriptures cannot really help you. And I feel like once you have the curiosity, your inner curiosity to know God, you will also find the right scripture, right people, right way, your way to connect to source, to connect to God. Okay. So develop that curiosity, or actually, everybody has curiosity, but let yourself be guided by that curiosity rather than any scripture. Because maybe you don't need to have any scripture. Maybe you are a direct channel. How would you realize it if you keep following, or if you keep outsourcing um, your gift to somebody else? So instead, follow your curiosity, and that will always lead you to God. That will always lead you to the right direction. And the fourth quote that I want to share with you is, the more you enjoy the little things, the grander your life becomes. And this is probably one of the most important way to enjoy life, after surrendering, is that you being observant enough in your life that you are not missing out on life, that you're sitting in a very beautiful amongst you're sitting amongst your family and friends, and they're having a beautiful conversation, but you're stuck in your head, you're thinking about something else, you're not enjoying that little moment. And when you're not there, you are missing out on the most beautiful aspects of life, which is deep, meaningful relationships. I really believe that we are here to enjoy life, and we enjoy life by surrendering and also participating in life, observing life, and developing deep, meaningful relationships, which can only happen when you are there with the people that you are there with, right? Not in your head, not overthinking or thinking something else. So, the more you enjoy the little moments, it can be sipping your coffee with intention, by being there, by being mindful, or being with your kid, and really being with your kid. Don't not thinking about how I'm going to finish my work. And when you're working, really being there, working and enjoying the job that you have, enjoying the work that you have, because you might have seen so many people struggling for the same thing. But it is not for you to compare that, but it is for you to just observe that you have that. You have a job, you have a kid, being really immersed in this human experience, by being in the moment, by enjoying the little moment, your life will start to feel grander. You don't need to shift anywhere else. You don't need to do something else. You don't need to do or be anything else. You can feel satisfied with life just as you are once you start to develop that perspective, that identity, that is all about gratitude, surrendering, being in the present moment, observing the life, living the life, being in life instead of looking at it from a higher realm or a lower realm, actually, but actually in immersing yourself in the day to day, because moment to moment creates an entire life. So if you're not in the moment, you are not also going to enjoy that life. The more deeply you're involved in the little moments, the better and the grander your life will feel to you. So that is the fourth quote that I wanted to share. The fifth and the last one for today is, live your life as a devotional act or service to God, source, universe. Because it changes how you see life, it changes how you see yourself, and it also changes how you see the world. So when you live your life as as a devotional service to God, your work will feel different to you. Your role as a mother or as an employee, as a manager, as a business owner will feel different to you. Your work will feel different to you. Your relationships will feel different to you. The people you engage with will feel different to you. Everything will shift when you look at it from the devotional angle, from a devotional act. When the world that is so divided, if we start to see the God element in each one of us, the world will be a different place. So, if I'm going to interact with you and I keep in mind that this is a devotional service that I'm doing, I will talk to you in a different manner. I will talk to you, I will be present with you. I will be listening to you. I will not be judging you. I will not be uh, putting my opinion onto you. I will not be forcing you. I will not try to convert you into something you are not. I will not try to define you by my own set of beliefs. I will just, what do you do when you pray? What do you do when you go to a temple or a mosque or a church? What do? You surrender. You you just I sit in awe of the beauty of God. So when we do that, when we start to embrace that outlook, that perspective, a lot of beautiful things happen. Not in the sense that something completely different will happen, but again the little moments. So this last quote, the fifth one, will actually tie everything up from the first to the fifth. Because when you look at that, when you look at your life as a devotional service, how you talk to yourself will change, because you having a relationship with yourself is also a devotional act. It's a devotional service. So how can you talk negatively about yourself all the time? You need to have a loving relationship with yourself. So, how you talk to yourself will change. How you think about the world will change, because it's also created by God, source, universe. It's a devotional relationship that you're going to create um, with with nature, with environment. If you have not been cautious or conscious enough, you'll start to see nature as also a devotional service, a devotional relationship to God, and you will treat it like that. And I think we really need it. We really need to look at our environment. That we humans need to be aware that what we are doing with the environment, with earth, is not, it's not sensible. So a lot of things shift when you start to see life as a devotional act. Everything that is happening in life is a devotional act. What you act, how you act is a devotional act. So that is what I want to leave you with today. These are the five messages, codes, beliefs that I'm also embodying, and I also keep thinking about them, because sometimes I forget them, right? Like, we are humans, we tend to forget these things, but I keep coming back to these, and I think this really helps me look at life and be satisfied with it. No matter what is happening, what is not happening, I feel satisfied. And I just wanted to share this with you, because I know that we, as humanity, we are not feeling the best. We're not feeling satisfied with life. We are not being in our playful energy. We are not feeling, we are, there's a lot of chaos that is going on. And if we choose, we can actually find something beautiful still. And that is my conscious effort, that I will choose to still focus on the beautiful aspect of the human life, because there still is a lot that is waiting for us to explore, discover, experience. And I hope that you allow yourself to explore, experience, feel that beautiful part of life. That is it for today. I will see you tomorrow in day 24, 25 of Codes by Source. This is Ishani. I'm signing off for today. Take care.